Hello and welcome to Wellness Diaries on Top Joyful Talks TV. How you doing? How is your Sunday going? How is your evening going? Today is Sunday, the 16th of November 2025. By the way, this month is my birthday month. I celebrated my birthday on the 5th of this month, and it was marvelous. It was overwhelming. The show of love, how people celebrated me was so overwhelming, and I appreciate for the show of love, for everything. Thank you so much for the gift, for the prayers, for everything you have done. I so much appreciate you guys. So now let's go straight to the topic of conversation today. We are going to be talking about diabetes. On Friday was World Diabetes Day. The UN celebrated World Diabetes Day. In fact, we joined the rest of the world to celebrate World Diabetes Day. And that particular health condition is something that we need to talk about, because a lot of people come down with diabetes, even children, even adults, youths, a lot of people come down with diabetes, and is something that should be of concern. We need to talk about it to know how these things are rampant these days. What are the things that we're doing that we shouldn't do? What are the precautions that we should take? What are the things that we should actually do right? Or what are the things that we're doing wrong, that is making a lot of people to come down with this health condition? And today, I have a guest. His name is Dr. Emeka Aguodo. I've featured him before on this platform, and he's here again to, lend his voice and to also advise our youth on how to live their life on a daily basis so that they don't come down with this issue of diabetes. Doctor, you're welcome. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, everyone that is listening to us at this time. We are glad, we are happy we have you here.
Thank you.
So we're going to do our best to update you now for the things where we carry on.
Thank you.
Well done and welcome.
Thank you. So, Dr. Emeka Agodo is a dedicated medical professional and skilled medical laboratory scientist with extensive experience in homeopathy, hematology, and blood transfusion services. A proven track record of providing exceptional care and support to vulnerable populations, possesses strong technical skills, attention to details, and excellent communication ability. In fact, when I read your profile, it makes me happy because there's a place you say you are really, really considerate, you so I like that particular part, where you talk about, paying attention to details. All right, so doctor, make we no waste plenty time. May we go straight to this health condition, diabetes. Wetin be diabetes? Explain am in a layman's term, how people go take understand wetin e be.
Thank you very much, Joy, for this wonderful session and wonderful question. Diabetes, you go hear people they talk say, diabetes. Most of those people when they talk about diabetes, no really understand wetin diabetes come in. You see, diabetes in the layman's understanding is a chronic condition where your body cannot regulate blood sugar level properly. That is the easiest or the simplest way to explain what diabetes is. That your body no go fit regulate blood sugar. You understand? Its level properly. Yes, because when I begin to say that it is the inability of the insulin of the pancreas to secrete insulin, it might look complicated. So, in the layman's understanding, we understand what sugar is in every layman's term. Sugar is sugar. So when your body cannot regulate your blood sugar properly, it's a chronic condition. When your body no go fit regulate the blood sugar properly. Now what do we mean by diabetes? Yes.
Because I don't hear plenty things say na plenty carbohydrates, na plenty sugar. In fact, a lot of people they call am sugar disease. Na wetin they call am sugar disease. Say na plenty when you dey chop plenty sugar. Maybe you like sweet mouth, they lick ice cream, you dey lick, you eat a lot of sugar. Say na im make people dey come down with that. But from your explanation now, e dey show say no be because of sweet mouth dey cause am o. Na when your body no fit regulate the sugar in your body, that is what causes diabetes. And you know say plenty things wey we dey chop na carbohydrates. And please, I no be doctor, explain how our daily living, our daily food, because a lot of people eat carbohydrate. You eat rice na carbohydrate, you eat garri na carbohydrate, you eat maybe bread na carbohydrate, and at the end of the day all these things go break down into sugar. Please make you explain am for us so that we go understand how these things dey work out for inside our body.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, even in the Bible, they don't say too much of everything is bad. So our people will, in the morning, they will take bread, they will take what we call bread or rice. Say they are eating a light food. Do you get it? That is carbohydrates. Back then in the secondary school, we understand that we have 6 classes of food. Carbohydrate, protein, fat and oil, among others. These are the classes of food we have. And we are told to eat them moderately. In fact, as a human being, the worst poison you eat is salt and carbohydrates. That's the worst poison you eat. Now, but peradventure, in a country we found ourselves, we have people eating more of carbohydrates because of wetin I no fit explain. Some of them fit get their reason. So carbohydrate is easily fetched than protein. Now, when you eat more of carbohydrates, you dey give your organ wey dey responsible more job, because that carbohydrate, there are things that have to be done. The conversion of that food wey you eat. Remember, like I said at the issue, we have different classes of food. When you eat carbohydrates, when you eat protein, when you eat fats and oil, it has to be converted to the appropriate food for the body to assimilate, take the one it wants and expunge the one it doesn't want. But because of necessity or what have you, we have more of carbohydrates. Or carbohydrates is easily accessible where we can eat rice, we can eat yam, we can eat swallow. Then when it comes to swallow, we have various types of swallow. How many people will eat egg? So that is why you have more of carbohydrates. And when you take more of carbohydrates, you are giving your liver more work in the form of transforming, because the body requires a narrow quantity. See, when you take more of carbohydrates, it is assimilated and converted, so that when the body needs it, it will be reconverted and given to the body. So that is what really happens. The body needs the 6 glasses of food, but moderately. But because of availability, I think that we have more carbohydrates in that is carbohydrate is more accessible
Than
for
the
us
protein.
than any other class of food or class of
It
food.
is well. It is
Yes.
well.
And that gives the reason.
Why a lot of people they come down with diabetes. Well said. So
Yes.
for this year, the UN theme for this year now, diabetes across life stages. Diabetes across life stages. It means say both children, adults, and even older adults also suffer from this diabetes. Abeg, make you help us explain now how this health condition they present itself differently from children, from adults, and from older adults. Because when I hear say even children they come down with diabetes, that one shock me.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Make you know something. Because my reality, the thing na reality, we have basically 3 types of diabetes.
Okay.
We have the type 1 diabetes, which is autoimmune. This autoimmune type of diabetes is usually diagnosed in young people and it is insulin dependent.
Hmm.
Did you understand?
Yeah.
Now we have type 2 diabetes, which is mostly as a result of or it is lifestyle related. It is more common in adults. So in young people we have the type 1, in adults we have the type 2. But the type 1 is majorly, which is diagnosed in young people. That's what you are talking about. It is, in most cases, is autoimmune. But in the type 2, it is much more common in adults. It may require medication, it can also be insulin dependent, but it's lifestyle related. That is the key word there. Then we have the last one, which is gestational. That is usually obtained or seen in pregnant women. You see, pregnancy brings about a whole lot of things. Pregnancy changes so many things in a woman. We have seen cases of diabetes as a result of, we call it pregnancy induced. So in a layman's well, pregnancy induced, but we call it gestational diabetes. We can also see cases like HTM, hypertension, in pregnancy. So let's not go there because it's not covered under the topic of the day. So we are talking about diabetes, which I've just mentioned type 1, type 2, and gestational. The type 1 is also usually diagnosed in young people. And basically, they are insulin dependent. The type 2 is mostly lifestyle related. And they are also seen commonly in adults. They may be insulin dependent and or not. Now, the type 3 or gestational is pregnancy induced. So these are the basic 3 types of diabetes we have in mind. Yes. Now, which we have for now.
Okay. So what are the warning signs? So if person get diabetes now, wetin you go take know say you get diabetes?
Okay, if person get diabetes, we have we call it early presenting symptoms, which is we can say frequent urination. Are you there?
I'm here.
Go. Frequent urination. You see somebody, any slightest time the person needs. Then we have tests the person is eager, he or she needs water, he is thirsty of fluid, then we have fatigue. You know, then we have blood vision. The blood vision is as a result of the excessive sugar in the circulation. Then, because of the excessive sugar in the circulation, you know, when you have, like I said at the issue, sugar assault is deadly to human consumption. In fact, if I'm allowed to suggest, every human being should reduce the intake of sugar and salt. We do apologies to those that produce sugar. So, because of the question you have, the science could also include slow healing to wounds because of the presence of sugar. You know, when you have wounds, you know, sugary things, sugary environment, and what have you, attracts more bacteria. You know, so that's why it is one of the symptoms presented. Sorry about that. So that is just that. Is one among the symptoms of diabetes.
Okay, so the way diabetes say they present for children is different from the way it say they present for adults. So how does, because me, for one, I take a lot of water, and as a result of that, I pee a lot. I can wake up in the morning and take like a bottle, you know, and before afternoon I take another one. So I take a lot of water, and I pee a lot. And because of that, one day I had to check to see if I'm actually coming down with diabetes, because I was worried the way at which I pee, only for me to get to the hospital, and I had to do a test. Then the doctor now asked me, how do I take water? Do I take a lot of water? And I said yes. So that happens to be the result why, you know, I pee a lot. So I want you to throw more light now, because a lot of people may be in that my, you know, in that my space, in that my category, people that take a lot of water. So how do you differentiate between maybe somebody that likes water, that likes taking water, and as a result of that, go to, you know, to urinate frequently, than the person that has diabetes? And this question is coming into, hold on, sir. So, and also tell us the kind of test you can do to ascertain that you have this health condition.
Thank you very much. You know, train, no disease run for that road.
Yes.
Train gets its own.
They go their own lane. Yes.
Whereas motor gets its own lane. That is why if train dey waka, you go dey blow horn. Then at that intercept where motor go fit cross, they will barricade it, telling the car that the train is coming. What am I trying to say? When you take plenty of water, when you hydrate yourself, let me use the term. When you hydrate yourself, it's very good. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that when you begin to pee, as a result of the hydration you've initiated, that you are diabetic. No. Now that brings us to the question of what should the examination, the investigation that needs to be done to ascertain that the person is diabetic or not. Now, You need to hydrate yourself. It's very pertinent, it's very glaring, it's very correct. You hydrate yourself. But in the course of hydrating yourself, you are advised that there are limits to your hydration so that you don't step beyond the bounds, beyond the medical prescription.
Okay.
You understand? Now, when you normally hydrate yourself and you begin to pee, it doesn't mean that because of your pee as a result of your hydration that you are diabetic. No, it doesn't translate that. For you to say that the patient is diabetic, you have to have a result of what you are saying in the form of test or other physical investigation. How do I mean? The patient has to do what you call fasting or random blood sugar. The patient has to do what we call 2 hours post prep for you to say that yes, this patient, a non-diabetic patient, you are now trying to confirm how he or she is responding to treatment. You also have to do 24 hours urine and all other investigations medically that you need to do to confirm that the patient has diabetes. So if the patient is being beyond normal, you first of all ask some questions. How is your water intake? Now, if you take what beyond your normal intake, it could, see, human beings is garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
You can't expect when you take 1 liter of water or fluid to 3 liters of fluid. And if you don't pee to that in that respect or regard, there's a problem.
Yeah.
So when the quantity of urination is in collaboration with the intake of fluid or water, it's okay. But for you now to ascertain that the patient is diabetic, there are other investigations that is confirmatory, like I mentioned at the issue. You have to check either the random blood sugar when the patient is has eaten or presented in the afternoon or after 10 a.m. You can also do what we call fasting blood sugar to ascertain that the patient has been fasting for like 10 hours or more. Now you are looking at the result of the fasting to see if the patient is able to, the patient's pancreas is able to convert the insulin.
Okay.
The inability of pancreas to secrete insulin from. If the patient's pancreas is able to secrete that insulin, that is required, now you can be able to now say that this patient, based on this result, is diabetic.
Okay.
Now, you look at so many other factors, age.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is Wellness Diaries on Top Joyful Talks TV, and I've been with Dr. Emeka Agwodo. He's a compassionate doctor. You don't see him now as they give una this advice. He's coming from a compassionate heart. He said make you go do your regular checkup. Say for this part of the world now, when person don't sick, so it remains small for the person to kpai. Na that time we dey go hospital. Abeg, make we change our lifestyle. For people that are going through these health challenges, you can actually thrive, you can actually do well. You can manage it perfectly. Just do this, follow these instructions given to you by the doctor, and I'm really sure that you'll be fine. Thank you so much, Dr. Emeka, for your time, for coming on Wellness Diaries today. Thank you, and thank you for watching. You can drop your comments on Joyful Talks TV. Ask your question, put down your question there, ask whatever you want to ask, and I will get across to Dr. Emeka on your behalf. Thank you so much. Keep it a date next week again. We have another interesting conversation. Please don't miss this particular episode. Don't miss it. Don't miss the Wellness Diaries on Top Joyful Talks TV. Don't miss it. You know, a lot of people want to watch something that will not add value to their life. It is very, very necessary that you take good care of your health, because na person when they healthy, now they make money. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for watching.
Exactly.
Bye.